Wow. They did a fantastic job with that first episode of the show back. I watched it season one, but also played both games and understand to a degree why they did what they did with like Abby for the show. Because you know how butthurt people were when you came to the game. But I was like, after playing the first one and, you know, the way Joel explained why he knew the Raiders' plan, like on the road and stuff, how he knew about it, because he was on both ends, which means he did the same. That you can't do what they did, what Joel was doing. Well, him and Tommy, technically, and not expect it to come back on you unless you make sure that no one is left. That being said, I'm liking how they handling the relationships and how, you know, it's beat to the game, but also how genuine it feels and how connected it feels. Like they didn't really show it in the game from what I can remember, but I feel the connection with Joel and Dina. You didn't see a lot, but it felt nice, especially when he's talking to the therapist. But then, you know, her opening it up and being honest with him about how she felt about what her the situation with her husband, and we didn't see, I'm pretty sure. But I'm guessing he was infected or something. But, you know, still, it was just like a really strong first episode. It wasn't super fast paced. Things were allowed to just marinate, if you will. Some people might not like that slow burn kind of thing, but I think because people, when it came to the game, complained about pacing, and I think for a show format, letting it things marinate and just build is for the best. Now, how will they do the focus the rest of this? Not certain. Still didn't get a lot of Abby. We got enough for now. But also like that they making sure to give the character bonding moments like in the game. Except, you know, with Ellie older, her and Tommy shooting together, just like the one mission. That was nice. And then, you know, it talks about like we gotta take care of ours before we can take care of others, because that's true. You gotta make sure we not collapsing before we can bring in others, so that once they come, there won't be issues. I mean, at least not major ones. I also like that they got the rule that I think of when it comes to like zombie situations. If you see one or two, or like maybe a small group of them, take them out. Don't just leave them, so that they can build into a horde. Now, if it's too many, you leave it alone. Just leave it and hope it dissipates some, and then take out the stragglers. But my thing with zombie apocalypse like this is make one settlement, make it strong, and then we go out, find like empty areas, make sure clear them out, and then make new settlements there. You know, because we having kids, population will get bigger, and then we'll come back and forth and make another settlement. That's how I think about it. Not like that they're trying to expand, but I think it's like that can only go so far. Thankfully, there's enough trees and stuff, but got that open pipe, and we know that the clickers can sense when you touch something that is connecting them. So there's that. And then we got stalkers, which I'm pretty sure was introduced in the second game. In that one mission in the building, which was annoying, just running into them constantly, and they jumping out the window, then jumping back in onto the fire escape. But yeah, this was a real good first episode back. Everyone feels like they should. The acting is fantastic. I love what they're doing, Joel. You can tell that he wants to say something, but just can't. Then Ellie out here with a bit of a death wish, like, sure, you can't be infected and turned, but you can still be torn apart. I mean, you're lucky for the most part. These things are usually trying to affect others for the most part. Like they tore that bear up. Yeah, it took a couple of them, but still. But I know next episode's gonna be a whole mess. I can't wait to see how they do it though, and what changes they make. I still felt the butterflies of Ellie and Dina at the end, just like in the game. Except this one, it was like you could see throughout the episode when Ellie was talking to her, like you could tell how she was feeling without the words, just the looks. And then that ending, just like in the game, Joel was like, good first episode back. Can't wait till the next one.